This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about this photo of Travis Kelce. It's been getting around for the past couple of days and now it's hit news services. And I've never heard of a blow-up over absolutely nothing like I've seen with this. It's a photo of him.
Mate. You would. Fellow back hair contestant over here.
It's a photo of Travis Kelce. Like, we all know he's a good-looking rooster. There's a photo of him with his shirt on. Yeah. Then there's a photo of him with his shirt off. Now, his back is facing towards us. What it looks like, he's obviously a hairy man and he's got a hairy back, but there are patches missing. So I would suggest he's kind of part lasered or he's had his back taped or something like that, and there's hair missing. He looks like an old dog that's a mangy dog that's been in a couple of street fights and has lost a bit of fluff off its back.
He does. He looks like a razor dog that you see in Thailand.
Yeah, he does.
It's probably taping, being a professional sportsman.
That's what I'm thinking, because he's a big unit.
But see, this is a look that a lot of women love. A lot of people don't as well.
It's the best thing you've said in 14 years of this show, Ryan James.
Well, is it hair medication, though? I mean, the reason why you've got so much back hair is because of the medication.
Well,
do you reckon Kelsey's on the same medication as you are?
Naturally, I had back hair anyway, though, Fitz. Before I got on the hair meds or I'd had any laser.
You had it lasered, didn't you?
Yeah, about 20 times.
Which was extremely painful, you said?
Painful and expensive. I reckon I had one of the first lasers ever developed. So this was like when I was finishing school. It would take about 4... It was huge. It would get lowered down by a crane, and without a word of a lie, what they did, they put pure carbon on my back in the form of a paste. They then got a big paddle pop stick and they rubbed it all over my back so that the black carbon would go into the hair follicle, and then they shattered each hair follicle. At one stage, I turned my head, I pulled my head out of the hole at the end of the bed, like the massage bed, and turned to the side, and I saw her wipe blood off my back. So it was so painful.
They were basically welding on your back.
They were welding. Yeah, they had the girl had a welding helmet on. She said, you can't look straight into the laser. My God, can I just say too, like, Travis Kelce knows he's hairy and he's cool with being hairy, and that's what I love about it. You have to embrace. This is him talking about how big and hairy he's been.
They do call you Big Yeti, though.
Big Yeti.
Big Yeti.
You guys haven't seen the Yeti come out here. You don't want to see the Yeti.
When Trav was at Cincinnati, he would play basketball in the playground quite a bit.
It's right down the street from my house.
And anybody who's ever played pickup basketball, you know there's shirts and skins.
Shirts and skins, dog. That's the only way to separate the teams.
Big Yeti's here to play!
I had the big beard, I had the long hair, I had the chest hair, back hair, arm hair, leg hair. It was just a big old Yeti out there, man. All the homies on the court were calling me Big Yeti.
You know what? This has taken, in my view, to know that Taylor Swift is with a man that's hairy like that with a hairy back has taken my view of Taylor Swift through the roof.
Oh, give me a break.
I look at her differently now. There's nothing petty. She likes a real man. Jess thinks this is... Jess, you said to me before, I'm so glad I'm a lesbian.
Yes, I said I've never felt gayer. This is one of the... one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. See, my version of My Perfect Taylor, who writes lyrics like this, guys, only bought this dress so you could take it off. Religion's in your lips, the altar is my hips. To think that is what she might be writing about does not sit well with me.
I went out with a girl who loved, and she said this, loved dragging her nails through my back hair.
Yuck.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not disgusting.
That's like dredging.
Huh?
That's
dredging?
Like
What, Clean Up Australia Day? Ash, you love a hairy man, am I right?
That image you just painted made me a bit ill.
I felt a bit off as I said it too. I thought maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Do you like hair on men, Ash?
Look, my husband is relatively hairy, but he doesn't have an overly hairy back, I've got to say. But he'll like de-hair before a triathlon.
Yeah, but when he's not running or performing, he's a hairy guy. Like, you're into it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of...
Oh, don't be shy, Ash. You can say it. You love the real man.
But see, Whip, you've gone to another level now, like to the point where I don't think your T-shirt doesn't sit on your skin anymore.
Remember Richie Colfer used to work here, Fitz?
Yes.
His T-shirts were almost spring-loaded, like they had suspension because he had such curly, thick hair.
Shock absorbers.
Shock absorbers.
Yeah. If you can braid your back hair, you've got to maintain that.
Do you know what? Richie Colfer, you could throw a tennis ball at him and it would bounce off like it had hit a mini-tramp.
We had a guy at the Swans. He was our assistant coach, Steve Malaxos. He was so hairy that we used to watch him after a shower. He would have to use 2 towels to dry off.
That's actually a bit of an issue, Fitz. That's an issue for me.
Because the first towel was so saturated.
Yeah.
And, like, you could wring it out, but he'd have to grab up another dry towel.
Do you know what? I'll have, because I shower twice a day, right? I get up in the morning and I have a shower, and then I have a shower before I go to bed. My towel is always wet. Can you imagine drying a dog every time? So I have to throw that. I need my shower to have like a giant hairdryer in it.
Absolutely.
So I can walk in and this huge wind tunnel of warm air just starts and dries me off.
Dog of a bloke.
Do you know what Tom does?
Oh, well, what is Tom? Oh, no.
What?
Look, Tom's not happy. Tom's lost his
cracked.
voice
I don't
have a
as well.
voice. And you've never wanted to talk to me more.
He's just looked at me, put his hand up and said WTF in mouth.
Yep,
Tom uses a hairdryer on his nether.
What?
So Tom will have a shower, dry off, and then Inga thinks he's using a bit of frizz to smiss up top.
Yeah.
But no, he's on the short and curlies, making sure the undercarriage is dry.
You don't use the GHD down there, do you, Tom?
Not the straightener.
Oh, the good hair day.
Tommy.
Che, our digital guy, if you're listening, can you please put up the day that we straightened Tom's hair?
Oh, yeah, good idea.
It was... Ash, have you seen it? It's
No, I
amazing.
haven't. I would love to
And
see
Che,
it.
if you're listening, if you've got any shots of Tom's undercarriage
Okay, mate.
with him using a hairdryer, we'd love to get that online as well too.
If you don't have them, just ask one of the other female employees. They'll have one.
Fitz in Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova player via the App Store or Google Play.